Alright, we're gonna start reinstalling the head. One thing I forgot to mention, all these head bolts are the same size. And I've got one head put on, and all I have to do is bolt it up. But one of the things they say is, well, you have to use a form of basically Permatex for any that go through the water jackets. But on the 94 4.0 liter engine, none of those project through the water jackets for the head bolts. So, and I'm looking at the intake, and I had to get this one bolted up, and then I can shift over to this one. So I'm hoping to get two heads and the lower intake on today. And we'll go from there. Oh, the blue Loctite. Now I wanted to make a statement about that. I didn't use red because red being high temp, if these heads ever freeze over, the red Loctite will lock those in and it'll crack the head. So the best thing is to use the blue Loctite, and the only reason I'm using Loctite is to make sure it's sealed all the way around. So then we're going to have to use a little RTV here and an RTV here when I get to that point. And excuse me, then we'll go from there. So we'll talk to you later. Alright, there's 8 head bolts. Now what I strongly recommend is you put these in one at a time and finger screw them in so there's no chance cross threading. Otherwise you're going to have to pull the engine and have to deal with it that way. So doing it by finger, you'll be able to feel any snags or anything like that. The other thing they tell you is to use a thread cleaner to left hand's weak as shit, my thumb. They tell you to use a thread cleaner in them, which we already did. For non-oil passages, they say to oil them. These are already oiled, so I'm not going to show you that part. They come oiled in the bag. Velcro don't screw around much. So alright, I'm gonna have to get the star socket out, Torx head, so I can get them all finger tight all the way down, and then I can wait for Joe, because somebody's got to read the torque wrench while I'm pulling on it, because we have a meter type one, not one of those clickers. Joe and I, neither one of us trust the clickers, So that's why that is. All right, be back. All right, got the one head on, not torqued down. Did the wire brush on this head on the block. And I'm just making sure it's cleaned off. Used a wire brush on a drill to do that. I think I'm going to have to go back over it with a 90-degree wire wheel. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this ain't looking good. For the home team, that exhaust manifold is like pressed up against the top of the head.
It can be moved. It's movable.
I just tried that. Alright, I'm going to try and show you. I got the 8 bolts. Drop them into place, put them in by finger, by pangers. Now this is going to be totally different than the torque sequence. Right now I'm just trying to get the bolts in, uncross threaded. Big deal there. That's why I do them all fingerish. If I can get 9 or 10 turns on them, I know they're not going to cross thread. The top ones, or the inboard ones, rarely give you any issues. It's normally the bottom ones that are close to the exhaust manifold is where you get problems, like that one's giving me right now. So I'll have to fight with that one. But I'll show you an easy way to fight with it. It's pretty hard to get to. Alright, now what'd I do with it?
What, rag?
No, the Engine Joe special weapon. Here it is, got it. I got 3 or 4 threads on that. I just couldn't get to it with the fingers. This is Engine Joe's secret weapon. The hand twisty.
It's a short arrow. What if she wants to sell that van? She bought a new car.
Who?
Jay's daughter. She bought a new car. What if she wants to sell the van?
Did they get rid of that fucking car that got assholed yet?
Oh, fuck yeah. She traded it in on a new green one.
So we're cranking these down to finger tight.
That's going to be it for today. More on torque. You got parts to clean here.
Unless Mark shows up fairly soon. I want to get that intake on.
It's got to be clean.
The intake?
Yep.
You gonna gas bath it or what?
Yeah, I just spray it down and put it out.
When in doubt, whip it out. It's hard on the back leaning over.
Hard on the back, fucking doggy style too, but still gotta do it.
It's not hard on my back doing doggy style.
Well, you always get him.
You're
in
an
the
old
hole.
fucker.
You always get him in the hole. Yeah, I'm an old fucker. If I had a knife in my wooden leg for every piece of pussy I'd fuck, holy Christ.
You know what's funny?
My leg would break off. But,
As I hand crank these down,
yeah.
the next one keeps getting looser.
Well,
That's pretty cool. Here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 head bolts. Same thing on the other side. And next will be the intake manifold. But I think Joe's right. I think we have to torque down those fucking head bolts first before we put the intake on. And like Joe says, I'm pushing it. That intake needs to be fucking cleaned up really good.
it does need cleaned.
So,
It's like changing your shorts. You gotta do it.
so just ask Dr. Joe.
You gotta change your shorts. You gotta.
Is your last name Oz?
No,
Never mind.
Duh.
Talk to you later. Alright. Show you how I'm going to do the intake. Clean up. Hit it with the wire wheel. Bear with me because me and Joe are going to have a discussion about something else.
Not sex again,
I'm wiping this off, do you think we should pull the fuel injectors and replace them?
Nope.
I mean, not replace them, replace the O-rings?
Nope. Right now they're fine.
You and I are like-minded. Because I did get some comments on YouTube that said, you need to replace those. And I'm like, they're not broke. I don't see any reason to try and fix them.
Nope. You got one leg that are fucked up, yeah, okay. Otherwise, you might cause more problem than what you got. If you're gonna do one, you're gonna have to do them all. Like running out a cat. Or it comes or whatever, Detroit.
Hey, key up and yell for Reed's bud.
I'm waiting on him.
Say, Reed's bud, are you out there, yo?
Hey, Reed's bud.
Yeah, fucking guy. He never hangs with the best of us.
You only hang with the good, or you just don't hang?
No. Reed's bud's a real good dude. He's got a CB, but I talk to him about that shit all the time.
I think I got some shit out there to do them belt covers with. I think I do. George.
You can go buy some gas.
I think
Bring
I
them
got
that
some.
way.
I think I got some. Hey, George, I think I do.
He's home. Working tomorrow?
Nope.
Joe's working on you, dude. You get to clean the valve covers tomorrow.